Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section for the next project that I should work on or any suggestions that you want to tell me. So let's go from the first section. In the home section, you can see I have added the social media icons as well as GitHub and Twitter. Then we have the contact button. You can see the hover effect on the contact button. You can also see the hover effect on the nav bar. You can see contact me and the button for light mode and dark mode. So I'm changing for light and dark mode. Then you can see the smooth animation effect, scrolling effect. Then we have the download CV button. Next, in the skills section, you can see I have added button effect. You can see, and when you open one, the other one will process automatically. Then we have the service section. In the services section, you can see web designer, UI designer, branding designer, and you can see this also with close on box model effect as we click on the service that we want to know more about. You can see. Next, we have the portfolio section. You can see the demo button. You can see the swiper function using the swiper.js library. Then we have the testimonial section. You can see the testimonials by some of my clients. Next, we have the contact section. You can see the smooth animation, and I have used the type function in the email and the form elements. You can see the hover effect on the button. Then you see similar social media icons, quick links, and top bar button. We will go back to the first page. Then we can go to the. You can also have this website in the dark mode. You can see social media icon. You can see the hover effect. The entire website in the dark mode. You can see the smooth animation and transition effect. Swiper.css file, swiper.js is used in this website design. This website is totally responsive. That is also available in the mobile version. Let me show you the desktop version. Now let's go through the mobile version. You can see the mobile version. The smooth transition effect and the navbar is available in the below. You can see you can move from one section to another section. It gives a very professional app view to your website, and it is also available in dark mode. So the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to build this project. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's go through it line by line code. So right now we are in the index.html file. Let me show you the portfolio that we are going to design. This is the portfolio that we are going to design. You can see this is the first section, about section. Then we have the portfolio skills section, services, skills and contact. So this entire website we are going to build. This website also has the light and dark mode. That is the reason you can see change in, this is the dark mode, this is the light mode. So now let's go through line by line code. So right now we are in the head section. You can see the meta tags. Then we have the link element to link the uni icons with our index.html file. Then we have another link link tag for using swiper.css. Then we have another link tag used for link styles.css main styles file. You can see this is the main styles CSS. Then we have the title, that is responsive portfolio. Then we have another link tag to have the scroll, that is AOS animation. This will be used for the animation, that animation effect. You can see the scrolling animation effect will be performed by using this AOS. So we are going to link that to our index.html file. So next we go to the body section. In the body section, right now we are in the header section. You can see header, then we have nav, then we have an anchor tag to have the heading, that is art. Then we have a div, nav menu div. Then we have unordered list, ul unordered list. Then we have list item with anchor tag. In that we have an icon, that is I tag for your bringing on or to link a state icon, that is your uni icon that we have linked previously. So for the home, about, skills, services, portfolio, and contact me buttons. Then we have another I tag for nav close, that is times button, nav close button. Then we have another div with nav buttons, that is one div is for the moon change. You can see here this moon, this sun symbol, it will be there in the moon symbol in the dark mode. So that is linked here using the I tag. Then we have another div, that is nav tag toggle, that is UI apps links. You can see this in the mobile version. So let's go through the CSS file section by section. So now let's go to the header section. First we'll go through the default values that I have written. So first we are going to import the Google fonts using import URL. Then we have the root element. So whatever the values that you want to use in the entire website, you don't want to mention everywhere, you don't want to write them, but by using var element uh, you want to add those values to those particular sections. Then you will use root. In this root you will mention all the values, like I mentioned header height, hue color, first color, border colors, then text color, then body fonts, then font sizes, all the font sizes that I'm going to use in this website. Then I have the margin bottom values. Then I have z index values also. So all these values are that you don't have to mention again, you don't have to write all the values again. You can just mention it here, and then you can just call them by using var. Let me show you an example. You can see here color var title color. So by using in such a way you can call these values. The one of the best reasons is that you can change at one place, and the entire places there wherever you used, like you want to change the first color. So if you change the value here itself, then the entire places, entire sections where I've used those all values will be changed. So you don't have to go through each and every section and change those values. So next we have font sizes for large devices. You can see that for desktop versions we want the the font text that we want to be in larger size. For the mobile versions we want them to be in the smaller size, so that we want them to be respected towards the size of the device that we are holding, that we are using. So for the larger devices we want the font values to be bigger, so we are increasing those values, and we are using at the media screen, so that only at the particular 968 minimum width only these font values will apply to them. This is how you use responsiveness to the websites. Next we have body dark theme. So this body dark theme is that let me explain you here itself. So you can see here a sun button at the end, contact me beside. So whenever you click on that button, so what will happen is that let's go to the main CS JavaScript also, so that I can explain you all. Just 1 second. Then what this one? Dark theme. So you can see that whenever I click on that button, theme button is the ID that I've given to it. You can see here theme button ID I have given. So whenever I click on that button, so what it will do means it will first create a constant, that is theme button, and we have two constants as dark theme and icon theme, and we are going to check the local storage of your personal computer that you are using. It may be personal computer, it may be laptop that you are using. First it will check what theme is applied onto your device. So that is for example, if you think I'm in the light mode right now, then it will showcase that that will have a capture that the data that is there in the local storage will be there. It was used in the light mode, so it will be in the light mode. Then what it will do means it will get the body dot classes that contain, so it will add those values. If you click on the moon button, you will add the dark theme. So the dark theme values, what are those values? Dark theme has some values that has been set. Those values are present in the styles.css and those values are here. So that is, whenever you click on this body.dark theme button, then these values will apply to the entire website. That is, the colors will change. That is, first color, title color, these all colors will change and you will get a dark theme. And next, you can see the button dark and light theme. You can see now buttons display flex align item center. It is for this only. For these buttons we are applying the values. You can see here, then we will apply the change. But if we validate if the user previously chose a topic, this section what it will do means, for suppose you have taken the dark theme and then you have refreshed it, but you can see that it will still stay in the dark theme itself. That is stored in your local storage itself. That is what is the previous theme that is available. It will check and it will validate if user have already checked. So if the user is already chosen the dark theme, it will keep it in the dark theme. Then we have add. So you can see whenever you click on the dark theme button, then you that is, if you click on the moon button, you will get the dark theme added to the class list. You can see body dot class list. So what it will do means it will add these values. It will add these values to the body entire body of the index.html file. Next, so by clicking on the sun button, we can come back to the normal stage. This is done here. This is the entire code. So next we can go to the CSS. Next we can change theme hover. Next we have the base. These are the default values that we have to the website. As box sizing is border box, padding, margin. Then HTML scroll behavior smooth is that you have to mention it because it gives a very smooth scrolling effect to the entire HTML. Then we have body. For the body we have margin, font family is given, font size is given, background color is white color. You can see the color of the text is text color. So let me explain you by showing you. So one second. Home section. So here we are in the home section. You can see entire border is in the white color. Then for the h1, h2, h3 elements we are adding color and font weight. For UL list style is none, means that for basic default values are already given to the another list. So we are removing all the style elements by using list style equal to none. And similarly to that, we are also having default values for the anchor tag. So we are removing those values by using the text decoration as none. For image we are giving max width is equal to 100%, height is auto. These are all the default values. So there are values that we want to continuously use in the website, that is section. So section has similar padding values. Here we are using 2rem, 0 and 4rem. Then we have section title. For each and every section we are going to use the same values, so we are reusing them here. Font size and color is same. Then we have section subtitle, displays block, font size, margin bottom is taken. Then text align is center for both margin title and subtitle. You can see this. Let me show you. You can see the heading and the subheading. So section title and section subtitle both are at the center, aligned exactly at the center. Next we have the layer, that is container. Container max width is 758, margin left is margin left, margin right, then grid is display. Then we have gap is 1.5 rem. Header, for the header we want width equal to 100%, position is fixed, it is fixed at top, and z index is highest z index is given. Border color is background color is exactly same as the body color, so that whenever we move back to the dark version, the entire header also will turn into black color. Next we have the nav bar. Here you can see nav maximum width is 968 pixel, height is taken, display flex, justify content, space between. So the reason to use space between is that so you can see this is the logo and this entire nav bar along with the tag, these all are comes under one div. So we are aligning both of them by using the spaces added between them. So you can see here that is given here, that is justify content, space between, align item center. Next we have nav logo and nav toggle. Color and font weight is given. Then we have, whenever we hover onto the nav logo, you can see the color change in the color will change. You can also see here the blue color in the home tag. It is similar to this also. Whenever you hover onto that one, it will change into blue color. Next we have nav toggle, cursor pointer, hover, same effect. And for the mobile version, this is for the mobile version, that whenever in the mobile version we won't have space like in the desktop version. We don't have this much amount of space. We'll only have small space. That is because the screen size of the mobile is very small. So what we will do means we will use as position is fixed, and we're gonna move that move that entire nav bar towards bottom side. You can see bottom minus 100, so it will move out of the entire phone screen. It go entirely below, and width is 100%, so it will go out of it. So what we're gonna do is that, the reason to do is that whenever we in the mobile version we will going to place a menu icon. So that menu icon will, whenever we click on that menu icon, the value that is gone minus 100, so bottom value becomes 0, then automatically the entire nav bar will display above, that is the screen, above the screen it will display. So for that only we are using this. So then we have nav list is given as grid template column, repeat 3. So you can see this is applicable in the, you can see that it will be applicable in the mobile version. Then we have nav link is given as display flex, flex direction is column, align item center, font size is given to them. Next we have nav link hover. So whenever we hover onto the nav items, you can see it will get a color of blue. Next we have nav icon, font size is given to that. Next we have nav close, that is position is absolute, right is 1.3, bottom is 0.5 m, font size and cursor pointer is given to it. Next whenever we hover onto nav close button, you can see the color will change. This it will be applicable in the mobile version, you cannot see in the desktop version. Next we have show menu, this is the one I have told you about. So it will go minus 100, right? So it will go out of it. So whenever you click on the menu icon, then we will get bottom equal to 0 will apply to the website. Then it will display the entire nav bar. Next we have active link. That is whenever we in the active link, you can see it will continuously glow in the blue color. For that we are using color equal to var. Next we have scroll header, that is box shadow. Next we can go to the home section. Let's go to the home section. In the main home section, you can see we have a div. We are using data avers fade left, which is avers animation. So what will happen is that this entire section will fade from left side, and it will display in the main section. So we have home content, we are applying grid to it, and we have social icons towards the edge. Then we have the fade right, that is profile image. Next we have another div for home data, that is name. Hi, I am Aviram. Then h3 element for another to add class and auto input. Auto input is nothing but we are going to use JavaScript library for that. So continuously it will change the value. You can see here. Let me show you once. You can see this is the one. So what we are going to do is just we are creating a variable that is typed auto input. So auto input is a tag that ID we have used over there. So class we have used over there. So what we are going to do is that a web developer, a YouTube, a student, a UX designer will showcase one after the another in the typed format. That is one letter it will display. So the back speed is 100, so it will display and it will move back. Then the new word will come, then it will display and it will move back. That is continuously it will loop will turn. This is used by script, that is AOS script we are using here. Next we can see home data, then we have paragraph tag, then we have anchor tag for contact me button. You can go to the CSS file, that is home container, we are using gap equal to 1. You can see the gap between here, this gap is nothing but 1 rem. Next we have home content, grid template is 0.5 fr 3 fr. You can see entire home content we are dividing into 3 parts. One is this one, that is social media icons. Then we have the data, home data, then we have the image. Next you can see padding top is 3.5 rem, align items to center. Then we have home social icons. We are using display grid, template column, max content. When using row gap is 1 rem. So here we are using this so that it will be aligned one after the another, like this. You can see here in the image. Then we have home social icon. Font size is given, color is given to it. Then we have home cycle so whenever you hover on it, the color will change and the transition effect will take. So what will happen is that whenever you hover onto this button, it will move upside. You can say translate y. So translate y minus 0.25 rem. So it will move upwards. Minus means negative. So it will move upside. Next we have home blob, width is equal to 200 pixel, fill equal to next we have home data, grid column is 1 by 3. You can see 1, 2 and 3. Then we have home title. We have given the values, font size, similar values, font size, color, font weight and margin bottom. You can see margin bottom also. After the title we have small gap, that is nothing but the margin bottom that we have provided. In home description we have margin bottom given to that also. Then home scroll button. Next we have the scroll name, scroll arrow. You can see these all values will come here in the button for the button. Next we have the button element. For the button element we are using inline block. Background color is given, color, padding, border radius and font radius. You can see the border radius is minus 0.5 rem. So that 0.5 rem is nothing but the curve at the edges. That curve is done by border radius. Next we have button hover effect. The background color will change. Next we have button icon. The icon, for the icon also you can see the icon, the small arrow icon. Then button white. Then we have button white hover effect, and we have button flex. So display inline, align items is center. Next we have button small, padding equal to 0.75 rem. This button small is for the mobile version. Button link is given. Then we have button link hover effect. That is whenever you hover onto it, we can get a background color is transparent and color will be first color. Then we can go to the about section. So in the about section you can see we have h2, that is section title, section subtitle. We have already gone through it. So these two values are already mentioned. So next we can go to the next one is div section. We using fade left. So it from the left side will fade into the inside the website. You have a div that is about data div. In that we have the paragraph tag for the description, and we are giving a small information, that is how many years of experience, how many projects have completed and how many clients have done by using span element. You can see span is all the tags that you are going to use, that we have used. Then we have another div for button, that is to download CV. So we can go to the CSS here. You can see about image width equal to 200 pixel, border radius is 0.5 rem. So let me show you the image so that you can understand it while we go through it. You can see this is the image, and you can see border curve, small curves at the edges. That curve is nothing but the border radius. And we have description, text align is center, margin bottom is given to it. Then we have about info, display flex, and justify content is space evenly. You can see this is the one. You can see 5 years of experience. Then we have gap, then 100 plus the gap 75. So these are aligned at equal spaces. That is given here, that the code. Then we have info title, then info name. For that we are giving values, info title and info name. We have block, display block, text align is center. Then we have about button, display flex, justify content is center. You can see it is aligned at the center. Next we have skills section. Let's go to the skills section. The skills section, you can see the same first two elements, that is h2 and span element. We are having section title, section subtitle. So these values, skills and my tech knowledge will be added exactly at the center. You can see here skill section. So both section title and section subtitle added at the center. Then we have skill set, that is display flex, justify content is space between. First let's go to the HTML file. So first skill we are gonna have is that skill 1. Here I am adding using div for skills header, skills enter content. Then I am using div for skills header. And first we are gonna add an UI element, that is, you can see here. You can see this element, the icon. Then I have another div to have h1 element for the name, that is front-end developer, and span element for more than 4 years. Then I have another tag for arrow for angle down button. You can see here, you can see this icon. Next, the similar one is repeated again. So I will explain you one skill set so that you can be able to understand it perfectly. Then I have skills list, skills data, skills titles. In the first skills title div, we have h3 element for the title HTML and a span element to mention our proficiency, that is 95%. Then skills bar to mention the skills percentage. You are using here skills bar, and by using the CSS we are going to do it so that we can fill this value here. You can see the bar element. Then in the similar way we're going to copy the data, skill data. Then I'm going to use CSS and for JavaScript and for React. Then for the similar one we're going to copy this entire code, this skill set 1 code, and we're going to paste it again. Now we are going to use it as backend developer, and for more then we're going to add the same skill list to it, so that entire code is copied again. So there is no changes, the similar code is dumped again for the next second section, that is for the backend developer. So let's go through the code. Next we have skill set is displays flex, justify content is space between. So let me uh, okay. Now where we are, yes, we have skill header, displays flex, align items is center, margin bottom is value specified, then cursor is pointer. You can see skills icon, skills arrow. You can see both one, that is this icons and the arrow buttons. You can see both arrow buttons. For them we are adding font size and color. Next, for the skill title we are adding font style. For skill subtitle we are adding font size and color. Then margin left for the arrow icon. Transition is 4 seconds. Then we have skills list, for which we are adding row gap is 1.5 rem and padding left is 2.7 rem. So what will happen is that the gap between each and every skill is added here. That is row gap is 1.5 rem. Then we have titles, displays flex, justify content space between. So each and every one, every skill will have equally spaced between them. That is done here. Then we have for the skills name we are adding the font size and font weight. For skills bar, this is how we are gonna add the bar effect to it. We are gonna mention the percentage. Height is equal to 5 pixel. Border radius is 25 rem. 0.25 rem. You can see the curvature, the circular one. Then we have skills bar. Background color is we are adding the skills bar. For skills percentage we are using displays block. Background color is given to it. And for each and every skill section I have mentioned here, that you can see show you here. Here we are having a div with a span element, a skills percentage and skills HTML. We are not mentioning any value because this value will come from here. You can see skills.html width is 95%, so that width is nothing but this blue color line. You can see that is how we are gonna mention the bar effect to mention how much percentage of proficiency we have in particular skill. So this is the code that for each and every section. Skills Python. Then we have skills close, skills list, that is height is 0, overflow is hidden. So whenever you click on this front-end developer button, this arrow will come up and the entire list of skills will down. So whenever you click it again, then entire list will be hidden. So that is the reason we are using overflow is hidden. So all list will disappear. Then max content, then we have transition effect, that is rotate minus 180 degrees is nothing but, so whenever you click on, you can see this icon, you can see here this icon. So whenever you click on this button, it will rotate. and it will rotate 180 degrees. You can see in the V shape, reverse V shape, that is added here. Next we have the services section. Services section. In the services section, you can see same h2 and span element for section title and section subtitle. So let's me show you services. This is the services. You can see the small boxes around behind it. These are the services. Then when you click on that service to view more, then you will get this box effect. You can see service container. Gap is 1.5 m. Grid template columns is that repeat to 1FR. Then you have service content. You can see here we have the div as service content. In div, another div we have for mentioning the h3 element to mention what service you are providing, that is web developer. By using br means break tag, it will break the element and it will form it in the next line. You can see here web, and after that we are getting the developer. You can see here a span element for view more button, and we have an arrow button link. So you can see here below. So whenever you click on that view more, you will get this box icon and it will display more information. Then we have, this is the hidden data, that whenever you click on that button, view more button, this div will be displayed. That is, it will contain div element with h4 element, that is web developer. Then we have ul, another list and list item, and I tag for mentioning the to represent the icon. You can see this icon, tick icon. Then we have some data that we have written using paragraph tag. So whenever you click on this view more button, this will display in such a way, it will hover entire box and will display the information. And whenever you click on this X icon, it will close. So for that, we are using service content. Position is relative, background color is given, padding, then we have border radius and transition. You can see the box shadow is nothing but the box effect around the box, each and every box. Then we have services. So whenever you hover onto it, the box shadow will display. Next we have services icon. You can see the icon here. You can see above that icon. Next we have services title. We have services title. For that we are given values. Then we have services button, pointed buttons. Then services model is the one, the square box. You can see this square box is nothing but the services bottom model. So I am using position is fixed. Top is 0, left is 0, right is 0, bottom is 0. So it will align exactly at the center. Background color is given. Display flex. All items are aligned exactly at the center. You can see. Then we have padding z index is highest z index is given to it. Opacity is 0. Visibility is hidden. So only whenever you click on that particular button, view more button, it will display. Then visibility will be change. Visibility will change. You can see services model content. Then we have flex, model title, model flows. Model flows is nothing but the button. For that we are giving position is absolute, top, right, and font size is given to it. So it will move to the edge of the box. You can see the top right edge. The top is one dem and right is one dem. So towards the top right end, we are placing the close icon. Then we have active model, that is opacity will be 1 and visibility will be visible. That will happen whenever you click on this view more button. So it will be visible, and whenever you close this button, it will disappear. So how that happens is that we have to go to the JavaScript. Scroll up, change background header. Services model, you can see. First I am gonna get those values, that is service model, services button, services model flows. So let me show you those values in the index.html. You can see this is the services model class. Then we have the service, then we have services button, services button. You can see services button, the view more button. Then we have another one is services model close. Services model close. Yeah, you can see a services model close. So these three values are referred in the JavaScript, and three variables are created, constant variables, that is model views, model model buttons, model close. So what we are going to do is that we're going to create a function that model click dot classes dot add active model. So what it will do, whenever you click on this view more button, then it will add this value, that is styles will add to it, that is visibility will be equal to visible, opacity visibility will be visible, then you will be able to see this box. And for each model button I add event listener. So for each and every model we are adding an event listener click. So whenever you click on the button, we're gonna know the I value, and based on the I value we will display whichever box that has to be displayed. Next we have for each model element, you're gonna so whenever you click on the button, you can see here, so whenever you click on this cross button, then automatically you can see whenever if you're adding an event listener to it, so whenever we click on it, then we're going to remove classes active.model. Then whenever we are going to remove the classes active.model value to it, then the visibility will become hidden. You can see here it will change back to hidden, so it will be closed. It will close. That is the JavaScript for it. Next you can go, this is same section is copied again, so skills 2. Then we have services, third one, similar one, you don't have to be worried about it. Next we have the portfolio section. You can see the section title and section subtitle, portfolio and my recent work. Then I have another div, that div is fade. I am using swiper wrapper here, which is JavaScript library for the smooth swipe effect. You can see here, let me show you this effect. So you can, by clicking on these buttons, you can move from one portfolio product to another, and it will move for a few seconds, that is 2 to 3 seconds onwards. Also it will move continuously, automatically, without any. Here I am having a div, and for that div first I'm going to have an image. Then we have another div, that is portfolio data. I'm using h3 element, paragraph tag and anchor tag to have the demo link. So this code is copied again for 3 times for 3 codes. You can have 4, 6, 10 projects, as many as you wish. So what I'm doing is that, for that let's go to the CSS file. Model title I've given, active link told also. So now portfolio overflow is initial. Then we are what I'm doing is that for the image, portfolio image, I'm giving width equal to 265 pixel, border radius is 0.5 m. You can see here in the image the edges are curved, small curve is given to the image. Then I have portfolio title, portfolio description, portfolio button hover. So whenever you hover onto the button, it will translate text. It will, so you can see that. So whenever you hover onto this button, it will expand. That value is given here, that is translate x 0.25. It will be very small. It will expand. The button will expand. Then I have font size, color, left, left is minus 0.5 m. These values are aligned here. You can see this end swiper icons, one is at one end, another one is at another end. By using right equal to -5, one is at right side, one is at left side. Then we have pagination, that is nothing but you can see this these dots. By clicking on these dots also we can move from one project to another. Next we have testimonial section. The similar code is copied again, so we don't have to worry about it. Next we have the testimonial section, same section title, section subtitle, and we have a swiper error. So if the swiper doesn't work, let me show you, that error is also shown here. We have the testimonial. In the testimonial section, we are using a div for the testimonial one. That is, in that div we are having testimonial data, then another div for testimonial header, that is image, and then we're gonna have data, that is h3 element for AK and span element for client name. Then we have paragraph tag used for testimonial, that is the data that has been given by the clients. So these divs are by using the swiper slide similar to this exact one. So we are gonna have these testimonial values. That values are given here. It is exactly the same. Justify content space between uh, testimonial image is given values, that is 50 pixel. Width is given, height is 50 pixel, border radius is 50%, so that you can get a circular one, exact circle. Then margin right is given to it. Name, clients and description, you can see these are the same values, that is font size and color values. Next we have the contact button. Can go to the contact section. The similar one is copied again. Testimonial 2, testimonial 3, testimonial 4 all have the same code. Then next we have the contact form. Here in the div we are using div, that is for first we are going to mention the h3 and span element for mentioning Gmail. Then we are using another div for h3 and span element, and we are using I tag, that is for the UI elements. Let me show you the one image. This is the image. You can see the UI elements, that is Gmail icon and Instagram icon. Then we have another form. Then we have the form. In the form we are using label, that is name. Input element we are using the type function. Definite type is the type function. Text, and for email we are using email as type. So that if the user doesn't mention @gmail.com, it will show an error that you have not provided the proper data. So that definitely try to use the type element in it. So we have another div for input text for project name, and we are using text area. So whenever you have lot of data that you want to mention and you want more space than the normal text one, normal input button, then you will use this text area tag. Then you can mention how many rows you want. By mentioning the rows, you can increase the entire size of the box. Then we have button to send message with the message icon. This is the form, the contact. So we will go to the CSS. Contact container is row gap theorem. You can see the gap is theorem between these two values. Then we have display flex. Next, contact icon, we are giving font size margin values for contact item, title, subtitle, content. These border radius values. Next we have contact input, width is 100%, background color is main color, and color is given to it. Outline is none, border is none. You can see here there is no border or no outline for the input elements. Then we can go to the next one, that is footer section. In the footer section you can see that div is footer background div. We are having in that background div we have another div, that is footer container. In the div we are having the div, that is footer data, that is I'm mentioning. And then you have UI element to mention the three links that you want to mention in the footer element, so that you can move to that particular sections. Then we have another div for social icons. You can see Instagram, GitHub and Twitter icons by using the anchor tag, and we can have the icons embedded into the HTML using I tag. Then we have paragraph tag for all that's reserved, and to get the copyright symbol we use this value copy value. You can see here. Next, the footer CSS, you can see here footer, same values, background, padding, font size, margin bottom. You can see displays flex, flex direction is column, and row gap is 1.5. You can see the footer. For the footer we have added row gap background color is given, the same values, font size, margin values here we are using. Then we have the social hover effect, so whenever you hover you get a color change. These are all values you know. Then we have the scroll up button. The scroll up button will be available at the bottom right side. Okay, so whenever you click on that button, you will move back to the first section. So the scroll up button here, you can see div anchor tag with the class name as scroll up. We have an icon, scroll up icon. Div. So whenever you click on this button, you will move back to the starting page. That is given here. Uh, Next we have the scroll. Then we have this is for the uh, scroll bar. This is scroll bar. This is how you integrate a scroll bar into your website. WebKit scroll bar. You mention the width of the scroll bar, background color, and border radius. And this is the thumb hover effect. Then we have the media queries. For the media queries, you can you know that media queries are for the mobile devices. If you want your website to be available in mobile tab or desktop, you can use this mobile query. The small change will be there in the font size will change, padding values will change. So it is not that much of a difficulty. You can easily see it. So this the size values will change. So nothing very difficult values to change. And most of the time flex direction will change. So flex direction in the desktop you can see it is very screen size is big, so we are aligning the flexes in the row format. So in the mobile version we want them into the column version, so you can see flex direction is column. So mostly flex direction you can see, and grid template will automatically change from one fr, that is one, only one will be displayed in the entire value. These all values are similar values that we have already discussed. The only change is that they will change in the size values will change, or the display values will change, or alignment. That's all. So don't have to worry about it so much. So just concentrate on building the desktop version, and it will be very easy for you to get the mobile version also. Then we have the waving hand. This waving hand will be having in the home section. You can see in the home section, this will continuously wave, that is, it will continuously shake from a particular time to time. That animation is added here. 0% it will rotate 0.0 degrees, and 10% will rotate to 10 degrees. So it will continuously move by using this transform rotate function. It will continuously move. Infinite time loop will be given to it. You can see here infinite time. Animation iteration time is infinite. That's all. Already told you about these values. Then we have the nav menu. I've told you show menu. How show menu, you know this, right? Nav menu, nav toggle, and nav close. So whenever you click on the nav menu icon, so it will check add event listener to it. So whenever you click on the nav menu, it will show menu. Class list will be added to it, and show menu will display the menu bar from the bottom side. I've told you before. Then it will remove it whenever you click on the X button. I've told you about the skills section. Then I've also told you services. So this Viper function is added to the portfolio section. You told you the buttons, all of that. Then the scrolling effect, then change in theme. That is, you can see dark mode and light mode. I've told you this code also. So go through the entire web tutorial because I've explained you in the same section format, so that one section in the linear wise I've explained you. Like in the service section, then I've explained the service CSS, then I will explain the any JavaScript that I've added. Then in the similar format, the entire source code will be available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. It takes really lot of efforts to make a line by line code. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. And any suggestions, any new website that you want me to build, definitely let me know in the comment box. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section for the next project that I should work on, or any suggestions that you want to tell me. So let's go from the first section. In the home section, you can see I have added the social media icons as well as GitHub and Twitter. Then we have the contact button. You can see the hover effect on the contact button. You can also see the hover effect on the nav bar. You can see contact me, and the button for light mode and dark mode. From changing for light and dark mode. Then you can see the smooth animation effect, scrolling effect. Then we have the download CV button. Next, in the skills section, you can see I have added button effect. You can see, and when you open one, the other one will process automatically. Then we have the service section. In the services section, you can see web designer, UI designer, branding designer, and you can see this also with close on box model effect as we click on the service that we want to know more about. You can see. Next, we have the portfolio section. You can see the demo button. You can see the swiper function using the swiper.js library. Then we have the testimonial section. You can see the testimonials by some of my clients. Next, we have the contact section. You can see the smooth animation, and I have used the type function in the email in the form elements. You can see the hover effect on the button. Then you see similar social media icons, quick links, and top bar button. We will go back to the first page. Then we can go to the, you can also have this website in the dark mode. You can see social media icon. You can see the hover effect, the entire website in the dark mode. You can see the smooth animation and transition effect. Swiper.css file, swiper.js is used in this website design. This website is totally responsive. That is also available in the mobile version. Let me show you the desktop version. Now let's go through the mobile version. You can see the mobile version. The smooth transition effect and the navbar is available in the below. You can see you can move from one section to another section. It gives a very professional app view to your website, and it is also available in dark mode. So the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to build this project. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So let's go through each and every section. So this is the home section. You can see the hover effect on the social media icons. You can see the box effect on the button, and you can see the same box effect and how linearly they were aligned. Then you can see the skill section, the scroll bar screen section, you can see, and the box effect around them. Then you can see the hover effect on the portfolio, that is our recent work. Then you can see the form, name, email and your text area for your message. Then this website is also you can see the smooth animation, scrolling effect by using the scroll reveal JavaScript library. We have done this, and this website is also available in dark mode. Let me show you that. Right now we are in the dark mode. You can see the smooth animation. You can see the rectangular box which is not visible in the light mode. You can see the smooth transition effect, and this website is responsive, that is, it is available in desktop version, mobile version, and even in the tab version. Let me show you that. About this is the mobile, the smooth transition effect. Right and dark. So this entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We have used remix icons, we have used box icons, and uh, scroll reveal JavaScript library to get the best out of it. We have also integrated dark and light mode with very minimal code. Definitely try to build this project. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's go through line by line code. Right now we are in the index.html file. You can see this is the website that we are going to create, portfolio website. So now let's go through line by line code. Right now we are in the index.html file. In the head section, we can see the meta tags. Next, we have the link tag for linking the style.css file with our index.html file. You can see this is the styles.css file. We have linked it to our index.html. Then we have another link that we have used for externally connecting box icons from box icons so that we can use the icons in our website. Next, I will show you the icons also. These are the icons. You can see social media icons. These are box icons. Then we have another one, remix icons. These are also similar to box icon. We have linked it using link tag. Then we have the title, that is portfolio website design. Then after the head tag completes, then we will go to the body section, main section of the file. In the body section, we are right now in the header section. You can see class iHeader and nav class name is nav and bd grid. Next, we have div element with nav logo art with an anchor tag. A is for anchor tag. H reference is used to refer to any particular website or any link that you want to refer to. You can mention it here in place of hash. Next div is nav menu link, nav menu. Here we are using another list, nav list. Then we are using list element and anchor tag. We are referring to the nav sections that are home, about, skills, portfolio, and contact with a reference of about, skills, portfolio, contact. These are the references for the next sections. You can see in the home section, we have an ID as home. So this home ID is referred here in the home and H reference of the anchor tag of home tag. So that whenever we click on the home section, home button, we will move to the home section. Then next we can see an theme change button. Here in this website we have developed light and dark mode. So we are using for that theme change, we are using this icon tag from remix icons. By using this, you can see here at the right side end, you can see a moon symbol. Whenever you click on that symbol, then the color of the light mode will change into the dark mode. Let me show you. This is the light version. Now you can see this is the dark version. You can see change in icon also from the moon to sun. Next, we have another div for box nav toggle. This is for the mobile version. So in the mobile version, we don't have very large scale space. You can see here in the desktop version, we have very much space so that we have aligned the navbar at the center. But in the mobile version, we cannot have entire navbar, so we will use it. We will align it in the sidebar. So whenever you click on this menu icon, then you can see the nav elements. Now let's go through the CSS so that you can understand each and every section perfectly. So header elements. This is the Google API font family. We have linked it, imported them from Google using URL. You can see this is how you import. Then root element. Root element, you can see whenever you want to use similar value more times, then you mention those values in here in the root element, and you will just call them. You can see by using var element. You can see here you can see var header height. So like that you can call those similar values, and whenever you can easily change those values at one place, and every in the entire section wherever you used by using var element, these all values will change automatically so that you don't have to go through each and every section and change the values. Here you can see header height, font semi hue. Hue is the value for this HSL. That is also a color representation. You can use HSL value. You can use hexacode values. You can directly write the value names like white, red, orange. In that way also you can give the values. So here we are using HSL. Then we have body font as Poppins, which is one of the sans serif font family. Next, font size. These are the font size values. You can see. Then we have margin values. Next, the index. Next, we can see some of the values will change for the lower screen elements. So whenever we are using edited media screen, it means that we are changing the values for particular device section. Because 968 version, for that we want the font size to be big, so that we are changing the font values for these similar values. So we just have to change the value. You can see for normally we have 2 rem for big font size, but for this 968 this is for desktop mode. So here we are using 3.5 rem as font size. So we are increasing those values. So whenever you want to change the values, you don't have to change the entire code. You just have to use the dead media screen and mention the size of the media screen. And at that particular size of the screen only, these values will be changing. This is how you change the values for media screen. This is nothing but the responsive design. You can see. You can see the star before and after value. Box sizing is border box. Next we have HTML is code we have is smooth. Next body section. For the body section we have margin we have given. Then we have given the font size. This is font family, font size, color, and you can see the overflow is hidden. Background color is body color. You can see the white color. Let me show you. This is the basic version. So this here you can see the border alignment. Next H1, H2, P values, margin is 0. This is default values, you can say. For default any H1, H2 elements or P paragraph elements, margin will be 0. And for UL elements, that is unordered list, we want margin is 0, padding is 0, list style is none. List style is nothing but whenever you integrate any unordered list values or list items, they have default values, like they have dot or star or one star, or you can see hash before them. We want to remove those all styles when we only want to use whatever the style that we want to give. Then you can use h style as none, so that it will remove all the default style values. And for anchor tag also, similarly for anchor tag also, we can remove all the styles, default styles, by using text decoration is none. Then we have image. For image we want maximum width is 100%, height is auto, display is block. Next we have section title. So section title, you can see, let me show you section title. You can see skills is a section title. So that section title styles we are mentioning here. Position is relative. Font size we have given. Color, first color, that is purple color. Then margin top is MB 2. So margin top, margin bottom. Then we have texture and center. So you can see the skills section is at the center of the section, because we have given as texture and as center. And margin bottom we have given some space, and margin top we have given some space. Next, after section title, after you can say height, width. These are similar values. Left, right values. Whenever you use position as absolute, You can use this left equal to 0, right equal to 0. By using these values, we can you can see the underline value. You can see the scroll below the skill section. This section is built by using this code, that is skill title after. Here using position as absolute, and we want the width equal to 64 pixel. You can see the width, the exact size of the skills bar. Then height is 0.18 length. Next we have left equal to 0, right equal to 0, means it will be placed exactly at the center. Then we have margin is auto. Then top is equal to 2rem, and background color is first color. You can see is exactly placed here, exactly below the title tag. Next we have section. For each section we want padding top equal to 3rem, padding bottom equal to 2rem. You can see for every section padding top. Just let me show you this once again. You can see above this portfolio, this is the section, starting section. So we've given 3rem above top and below 2rem as gap. You can see that. Next we have BD grid, that is maximum width is 1024. Display grid, margin left equal to given, margin right is clear. Next we have I header. I header is the first starting section of the header section. You can see here I header. For the I header, we are giving width equal to 100%. Position is fixed. Top is 0, left is 0. Z index is where Z fixed, that is at the top. It is the highest value that we are given. Background color is white. Box shadow effect, you can see. Let me show you so that you can understand it perfectly. You can see here entire background color is white, and then what we have position is fixed, so it is fixed at the top. As you move from one section to another section, it will move. You can see the small line, that is nothing but a box shadow effect. Small, not very much. You can see small effect on it. Which given in the image also. Next we have the nav element. For the nav bar, here we are using height is given. Display is flex. Then justify content is space between. Align elements is center. So you can see all the nav elements are aligned at the center. You can see here this is the nav bar, and in the nav we have one logo div. Then we have the nav bar elements. Then we have the toggle and moon color change button. You can see that all are aligned at the center with equally spaced between them. So that is done by using here. You can see space between, just for kind of space between, display flex. All items are aligned at the center and font weight is given. Then for 767 pixel, we want nav menu to change, because at 765 it is equivalent to that of tab and mobile, near to mobile version size. So we want the nav menu to be fixed, so we are changing the values. That is top right equal to minus 1800 minus 100. So what will happen means, when you reduce the size of this entire div into the mobile or tab version, you can see this nav elements will disappear. And when you click on the nav button, you can see that nav bar will come from the right side, and the nav bar will be placed here. So that is done by using this code. First, what we are doing means, we are moving the entire nav bar towards minus 100. That is, it is moved away outside of the main section, so it is invisible to us. So whenever you click on the menu icon only, it will be visible to us. Background color, then transition effect. Next we have nav item. Nav item is nothing but the nav element, each and every element. You can see nav item. So that element is getting margin bottom as you can see the bottom. You can see this small gap, that is nothing but margin bottom. Next we have nav link position is relative, color is white, and nav link hover is we have position is relative. Then we have nav link hover after. So whenever you can say that this position is absolute, then width equal to 100%, height is 0.18 rem, left equal to 0, top is 2 rem. So this is the same values for the nav link element. So whenever you hover onto these nav elements, you can see that the color of the nav link will change and underscore will form below it. So it underscore, you can see the small line, border line will form into it. That is done by using the after effect. So before and after effects are very important. So whenever if you want to master CSS, definitely try to learn before and after effects. Next we have nav logo. This is the heading. We are giving color to it. You can see for the art is the heading tag, nav logo element. Then nav toggle elements. For that also we are giving color, font size, and cursor pointer. Then active link after. Position is absolute. Width is 100%. Height is 0.1. Left equal to 0. Top is 0. We have written exactly the same. Similar to that. So this nav link, active link is nothing but whenever you click on a particular tag, that is home tag, about tag, size, skills, or portfolio, you will be moved to that particular location, that is particular section of the website. And you can see that here you can see when we are in the about section, the coloring or the underscore line is only in the about section only. So if you move from about section to underscore, you can see the change, that is it will move to the next section. So that is nav link after active section. That is whenever you are in the active section in the particular section, then it will change. That is defined here by using the after CSS. Show menu is right 0. This is actually for the mobile version. So whenever you click on the navbar element, we have given -100, right? So you can see here. Let me show you. Uh, you can see right equal to -100 for the navbar. So in the mobile version, what will happen means the entire navbar will be moved outside of the desktop because outside of the screen, because it is right equal to -100. So it will move outside of it. So whenever you click on the menu icon, then automatically right will become into 0, and you can see the navbar will come into the website, so that you can see it, so that you can be able to see and toggle between each and every section. Next, we can go to the home section. So now let's go to the home section in the HTML. Then I will go to the CSS. So in the main section, right now in the HTML section, you can see we have a div for home data and h1 tag for main heading. Then we are using span to elaborate. You can see here Abhiram Tej's color is changed. So by using the span element, we have done it. Abhiram Tej, you can see. Next, we have paragraph tag, small information is written here. Then we have another div for social icons like LinkedIn, YouTube, and GitHub. Then we have an anchor tag for contact button. Then we have another div, that is home image div. So it is actually divided into two parts. One is for the home data part, then we have the home image part in the home section. Next, we can go to the CSS file to understand it very good. Here in the home section, using position is relative, row gap is 5rem. Then we have padding equal to 4rem, 0, and 5rem. You can see here here and here is 5rem, 0rem is for the bottom, and 4rem is for the top. You can see here also top you can see 4rem of gap. Next, displays flex, align item center, justify content, space between. You can see here in the home section we have two sections again. One is the home data section and another one is the home image section. So we are using display flex, then align items is center, and we are using justify content, space between. So because of that, because of we are using flex, we are aligning the both elements side by side, and and we are placing what we are using space between. So we have small space between the each elements, each div elements, and they both are aligned at exactly at the center of the section. Next, we have home data align center. You can see the home data has h1 element. You can see in the home data we have h1 element, paragraph, then a div for social tags, then we have anchor tags. So all these elements are aligned at the center, exactly at the center for that particular div element. You can see all are aligned one after the other. Then we have home title. Font size is given, margin bottom is given, that is margin bottom. You can see for the home title we have margin bottom. There is space between hello I am and Abhiram Tej. You can see the space, that is nothing but margin bottom. Then we have home data span. For that we have the font size is changed. Then we have home title color. We have changed the color for the you can see Abhiram Tej as purple color. Next, we have home data p. For that font size, font weight, and line height is given. Line height is nothing but you can see the gap the professional web developer with 10 years of industrial experience. Then we have small gap and qualified bachelors of technology and computer science. So that gap is nothing but line height. So whenever you want to give a gap to each and every line of code, then use line height. Then we have home social, that is social icon for which we are using display flex. Flex direction is column, margin top is 20 pixels. You can see above these icons we have margin as 20 pixels, so we have a space between them. And we are using flex items, they will be aligned in the row format, but we are using flex direction as column. You can see here flex direction is column, so they are aligned in column format, one after the another with a space. Next, home icons, then social icon, maximum content, margin bottom, you can see. Next, color is given to them. Next, we have home icon hover. So whenever you hover onto these icons, you can see change in color, that they will change into purple color. Next, home image. For the home image, we are giving width equal to 380 pixel, border radius is 5 rem. You can see the width is 380 pixel and border radius is 0.5. So you can see small curve at the edges of the image. Home image. Next we have buttons. For the button, for the button we want display is called inline block. Background color is first color. You can see the background color is purple color. Then we have color is white color. You can see contact text is in white color, and padding is 0.75 rem, 2.5 rem. You can see here also 0.75 m is for top and bottom, 0.75 m is from top and bottom, 2.5 is for left and right side of the element. Then we have font weight, border radius is 0.5. So you can see a small curved edges. Then we have border radius is over, transition is 0.3 second. Then we have button hover effect. So whenever you hover onto the button, you can see a box shadow effect around the button. This there. So it is entirely the box effect. You can see that whenever you hover onto that particular box, you can see a box shadow effect. You can see small dark reveal around the box, which gives a 3D look to the button element. Then we can go to the next about section. So next go to the about section. In the about section, first we have H2 for that's the section title element, and we have I have already told you about this title element, about the after and before effect also. You can go back and watch. Then we have we have div element, that is div container, about container. In that we have two elements similar to the home page, that is about data and about image. In the about data we have H2 paragraph tag and anchor tag. Then we have in the about image we have image icon, image tag for linking the image element to the index.html file. We can go to the about CSS file. You can see about container we are using row gap is 2 rem and text channel is center. And you can see for the about, let me show you just 1 second. You can see they are aligned. Here you can see text align is center. So both of them are aligned at the exactly at the center. Next we have about container button for which margin top is given. For the button element we are giving margin top. You can see the space about the no more button. Then we have about subtitle. For the subtitle we have given margin bottom. You can see I am Abhiram Tej is the subtitle, and below it we are giving space, that is nothing but margin bottom. Next we have about text, line height is 1.5. You can see the gap between each and every line is nothing but the line height. Next we have about image, justify self is center. So it is aligned at exactly at the center in the section. Next we have about image, for which we are giving width equal to 100%, border radius is 0.5 rem. Because of the border radius you can see small curved edges. Next we have, the skills section. So let's go to the skills section. In the skills section, you can see H2 element, that is section title element, skills. Then we have div element, that is skills container. Then we have another div element in which we are writing our professional skills, that is H2 element, paragraph element for writing the data. Then we have skills data div element in which we mention all the skills that we are proficient at. Here I am using div to mention that. So here I am using HTML5 for one div. Then by using another div, the skills bar, you can see here. Let me show you. You can see this bar. Just 1 second. You can see the bar below the HTML5. That bar is by using the CSS we will do it, but first we have to give a div for it so that we can be able to use we can arrange the width and mention it. So here we are using an empty div with the class name as skills bar and skills HTML to mention this is the HTML bar. Next we have another div to mention the percentage, that is 95%. Similar way we are copying it again with a div for writing the name, then bar, and for mentioning the percentage using span element. 3 divs total inside skills data div. So we have 3 divs. Similarly for JavaScript, then React JS. Then we have the final div with work image for skills image. You can see here we have this image, this skills image. That image is mentioned here over here. So let's go through the code. First, we'll go to the skills container. We given row gap is 2rem. You can see the gap. This gap is nothing but the row gap. This gap is 2rem, and we have given text channel is center. So all the elements are aligned at the center. Next, we have skill subtitle. For subtitle element, we are given margin bottom. Margin bottom is given. You can see professional skills. Below it, we have space. That space is nothing but margin bottom. Next, we have skills text. Margin bottom is given and line height is 1.5. You can see the gap between each and every line of text professional web developer, that is nothing but line height. And below this data we have given margin bottom, so we have small space, then the skills are displayed. Next we have skills data displays flex, justify content is space between, align items are center. So all the items are aligned center with a small space between each and every skill section, that is HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript. Then we are adding padding 0.5 and 1rem. Padding is added to them. Next we have margin bottom is given, border radius is 0.5. You can see here a small curvature around the border box, a small border effect you can see. Next box shadow effect also, you can see box shadow effect like 3D content, just like 3D button. You can see the box shadow effect on the skills sections, HTML5, CSS3. Then we have skills icon, font size is given, margin right is given, color is first color. You can see skills icon, HTML icon, CSS icon, so that those icons are given here. Next we have skills name, displays flex, align item is center. So these names are aligned at the center, that is name HTML5, CSS and JavaScript. Next we have skills bar, position is absolute, that is it will hover onto the skills bar box. Then we can see left is 0, bottom is 0. Then we have background color is var first color. We have height equal to 0.25rem, border radius is 0.5rem, and z index is z back. These values are already mentioned in the root of the CSS file, so we can be able to use them using the var element. Then we have skills HTML. So for each and every skills value, you can see skill bar is given, skill bar and skill HTML both are given for each and every div. Here you can see skill bar, skill React, skill bar, skill JS. So by mentioning the values of the width, you will specify the length of that particular skill bar. So here I am mentioning skills HTML 95%, for skill CSS we are mentioning 85. You can see the change. 95 is given small space, the entire line is given small space before it comes to the 100%. And for 85 you can see the space. So that's how you give values by using absolute. Then by using values to each and every width values, you can be able to generate this bar effect. Then we have skills image, border radius is 0.5. You can see the curved edges for the skills image. That is nothing but border radius. Next we have the portfolio section. Next we have the portfolio section. In the portfolio section we have H2, that is the heading tag, section title element. Then we have the div, that is P cards, portfolio cards, all the portfolio or recent works we have done. And we have divs. First div is P card, single div. Then here inside P card we are having image, H1 element for name, and H2 element for by using which technologies, by using which programs you have written that or you have done that project or project work. You can see, and this div is continued similarly by changing the image values and values. You can see entire of 10 total divs I have used for this project. I will show you. You can see here. Let me show you the image if you want. You can see all the portfolio images. So for the portfolio images, now let's go to the portfolio CSS. Work width is called 100%, height is 900 pixel. Then for P cards, that is the entire whole div. You can see here the div which holds all the portfolio elements is nothing but P cards. We have given classes P cards. For P cards, we are using display flex. Flex wrap is wrap. Align items is center. Justify content is center. So by using the flex wrap element, you can see how evenly they are aligned. All the portfolios are aligned, and you can see how evenly spaced between them, because we have given align items to center, justify content is center. Then margin top is 10 pixel, gap is 10 pixel. So each and every portfolio has gap. You can see portfolio, then we have gap, then we have movies, then we have gap, then we have travel. So that gap is that one, gap is 10 pixel. You can see here we have given the value. Width is 100%. So we are going to use the entire width of entire width of the website. Then we have P card, that is for single P card. We are using width is equal to 300 pixel, height equal to 250 pixel. Border is 2 pixels solid, white in color. I've given white in color for the night for the dark mode, because in the light mode you cannot see any border. Let me show you. This is the light mode, so you don't see any border. But in the dark mode, you will be able to see the border around each and every portfolio section. Let me show you that. Just 1 second. You can see the border, white border. So it gives a nice look to the portfolios. So this will be visible in the dark mode. Then displays flex. Flex direction is column. Justify content is center. Next, you can see in the each P card also, in the each P card section also, we have image, then we have the title, and we have the technology that we have used. So all three elements are aligned exactly at the center by using display flex and justify flex direction is column, so they are aligned in the column direction, and all justify content is center and align elements is center. So all the items are aligned exactly the center. You can see in the image, then data are aligned exactly at the center of the div. Next we have P card image. For image we are using width equal to 90%, height equal to 80%. Then border radius is 0.3 rem. You can see border edges. Next transition is 0.2 second is in. So whenever you hover on to the image in the portfolio section, it will be zoomed inside. So it will gives a nice hover effect to the portfolio section. Next we have cursor pointer, and margin top is 10 pixel. And by whenever we hover onto the image, we want it to scale, that is zoom inside. So that effect is done by using transform scale equal to 0.97 second. If you mention 1.1, it will zoom expanded. It will expand. If you use below 1, then it will get dragged inside. Next, we have pcard h1 element, font size and font weight is mentioned. Then we have pcard h2 element, font size and font weight is mentioned. Then we have the contact section. So let's go to the contact section in the index.html. Here you can see in the contact section, we have h2 element for the contact title, the section title. Then we have a div that is contact container. Then we mention the form. Here we are using form input type. Definitely try to use the type element, which is very good, important, because you can mention what type of data that you want others to enter. Whenever you mention this type is email, and if you mention something else and it doesn't mention @gmail.com, then it won't accept that form. So it will be a very important for the website, so you can get the proper data. Next, we have text area. By mentioning the rows and columns, you can increase the size of the text area. You can see that this is the text area. The entire box is the text area. So here I am mentioning rows are 10. So you can see here rows equal 10. So you can see how big the space is given in the text area. Next, we have input but type is button, value submit. Then we have image, that is contact image. You can see here. You can see this is the image. So now let's go to the CSS file. So contact container row gap is 2rem, text line is center. You can see both are aligned at exactly at the center with a row gap. Next we have contact container BD grid. Margin left is auto, margin right is auto. Displays flex, align item center, justify content is center, gap is 5rem. You can see both the elements are aligned exactly in the center, and the gap is 5rem between the form as well as the image element, and they are aligned exactly at the center. Next, we have contact input. For the input element, we want width equal to 100%. Then we have font size is given and font weight is given. Padding is 1rem. Border radius 0.5. You can see the border radius, the curve edges for each and input element. That is nothing but border radius. Then we have border is 1.5 pixel solid. That is in black in color. You can see the border. Next, we have outline is none. Margin bottom, you can see the margin bottom, that is nothing but a space. Each and every input tag has space between them. That space is nothing but margin bottom. Next, we have contact button. For the contact button, we have given displays block. Border is none. Outline is none. Border is none and outline is none. Then we have cursor pointer, margin left is auto. For the contact button, you can see the button, we have already used the default values. Then we have given effect so that it will be moved to one edge of the form. Next, we have contact image. For the image, border radius is 0.5. The width is 35%. You can see border radius. You can see edges are curved by using border radius value. Then margin bottom is 2.5rem. Here we have margin bottom is 2.5rem. Next, we have the footer section. So let's go to the footer section. The footer section, we have first p element, that is footer title, that is nothing but art. Then we have div for footer social icons, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Then we have another paragraph tag for writing all rights reserved, copy mark. And to mention copy mark in the website, you can see here this copy C in the circle, this is nothing but copyright symbol. But to mention that symbol, you can use this value in the HTML section. 8 hash 169 semicolon. You can see this value. By mentioning this value, you will get this copyright symbol in your website directly. So let's go to the footer CSS. Here you can see footer background color is second color. Then we have given color is white. So all the elements will get the white color. Art or social icons and the all right users will get the white color. Then we have text analysis center. Font weight is given. Padding is given. Next, we have footer title, font size and border margin bottom is given. You can see here after the art, we can see the margin bottom is given, so the space is aligned with below it. Then we have footer social margin bottom. For this also margin bottom is given. So after the social elements, you can see margin bottom, that is space, and then we can see the all text is the value. Next we have footer copy, font size is given to them. Then we have the media queries. Media queries are really important for the responsive design of a website. That is, it can be accessed in laptops, mobiles, or even the tabs also. For that, you have to use this media queries. Here I am using edited media screen. Maximum width is 320 pixel. That is for the mobile version. Very mobile version. You can see I am changing the home value, that is row gap is 2rem, flex direction is column. You can see in the just one second, in the desktop version, you can see there is a lot of space in the home section, so you are aligning both the information as well as image in the row section. But in the mobile version, you can see the mobile screen size is very small, so you want to align both these values one after the another. So you are using flex direction is column, so they will be aligned one after the other. First the data will come, then the image will place below it. Yeah, that is how you change the only small changes. By you doing the small changes, you will be able to get the device responsive, that is in the mobile version as well as in the desktop version. Then home image width is reduced to 200 pixel. Then we have work, that is for the portfolio section. We only want grid template repeat only one, so we are repeating only one element after another. You can see, let me show you. Right now you can see there are three portfolios, one, two, three, but in the mobile version the space is very less, so we'll get one after the other. So first we'll get portfolio, then we'll get movies below it, then travel below it, then car rental below it. So like that way we want one after the another, so we are using grid template columns repeat one, so we are repeating one after the another. Column gap is 2m, padding top is given, height is 100%. Then we have contact container, for which we are using flex direction is column, so that you will be able to get you can see form and image element will get one after the other. So first we'll get the form element, and below the form element we'll get the image below it by using flex direction as column. You can see flex direction as column. Home social icons row, then align self is flex end. Then for social icons are also given. So the small changes, that is from we have in the row direction. You can see in the in the website view, we want them in the row direction, but in the mobile version we want them in the column version. So we are changing small changes. There is no big changes in the media queries. So these are very easy. Padding, you can see flex direction or the maximum flex direction, and the grid template values we are changing, so that you can see flex direction, next position. You can see these values are changed for mobile version 570, 576 also for mobile version. So you can see all these values. Now we want to repeat them two values. So as the screen size increases from 300 to 576, we want to repeat the values 2. That is in the portfolio section. Now we will get portfolio movies 1, then we'll get travel and car rental below it. So only 2 will form. So that is done by using grid template columns here. So there are small changes, there are not big changes in the responsive design. Only position changes will be there, and we will reduce the font sizes. Most importantly, font sizes. We don't want very huge size of text on the mobile version. So we will change those values. So these are very small changes, color changes. You can see these are very you can understand basically. You don't have to mention everything. Then we can see the theme. This is the theme. This is very important. The theme is nothing but from dark mode to we are changing into light mode. That change is how we are changing is here you can see. So here I am what I'm doing is you can go back to the index.html file. So here I'm integrating script tags, that is scroll reveal. You have seen in the scrolling effect. Let me show you. You can see the scroll effect. That effect. Let me show you. Just one second. You can see the scrolling effect. The items how they are scroll. That is done by using this scroll JavaScript that I have linked in the HTML. then we have main JavaScript file which have linked with our index.html. Here you can see in the home header section we have the moon line, that is nothing but the moon icon in the home section. Let me show you. The image, you can see here the sun symbol at the right end. Here we have the moon symbol before in the light mode. I'll show you. Here you can see the moon symbol. So what we are doing is that, so you can see change theme is the value that I've given to it. You can see change theme is the class that I've given. So for that we are giving color and we are giving font size is 1.15 and we're giving the cursor pointer. So here you can see these values are the root values that will change when we click on this button. When we click on this RI moon line. So that code is how the CSS values are changed or written here. That is, first color values will change, and second color, text color, body color, container colors will change. And we are also changing some of the sections also. You can see for the footer element, we want background color to change. Uh, so for that we are given this value. So this is how you mention the values. Dark theme is nothing but the name that we are given. You can see here also this one in the JavaScript section. Let me show you just 1 second. You can see dark theme, this value. So whenever you click on this button, then this JavaScript will get activated. The JavaScript function will begin, and then we will apply these color changes that we want to have in the light dark mode will be applied. So we want the footer background color to change, and we want header background color to change, and we also want color values to change for nav logo, nav link elements, nav toggle element, then change theme button. Then we want footer title, footer icon, footer copy elements. You can see here we want these values to change, that is header values, color to change, and we also want this footer item values color to change to colors also to change. So we are mentioning here, this is how you mention them. So this is the code. Now I will explain you the JavaScript so that you will understand. First let me complete this menu icon, then we will go to the dark, how the light and dark mode will be applied. So first let's go to the menu, menu show. Here I am creating a constant as show menu, toggle ID and nav ID. So now what I'm doing is that I'm creating a constant called toggle, and I am referring toggle ID. So this toggle ID and nav equal to document.get element ID by nav ID. So these two values are you can see here. You can see nav menu. This is the ID for nav. Just 1 second. Nav, for the nav element we have the classes nav. So these values are referred here. Then if toggle and nav, toggle dot add event listener click. So nav class list dot toggle show. So you can see that whenever in the mobile version, the nav bar will be too much big for the mobile version to space. So what we are doing, we are removing the entire nav, that is we are moving it outside of this size of the box, and we are having a menu icon. So whenever you click on that menu icon, then we are adding what we are adding, class list dot toggle element, we are adding show. I have told you the show element is nothing but right equal to 0. Let me go back and show you. You can see show equal to right equal to 0. Let me explain you. Minus 100 I've told you before also. So this is for the mobile version. So what will happen in the mobile version means, in the mobile version we don't have large screen space. So we are removing the nav element and we are moving right equal to minus 100. So what will happen? It will move if you consider it will move if you consider this from index.html to, from this point you consider this as the main size. This bar, you can see the images, the index.html file. This is how we are moving the entire nav bar outside. So whenever we by using right equal to minus 100. So whenever you click on that button, so whenever you click on the menu button, then automatically we will add a class list, that then we will add class list dot toggle. We are adding show. So show will be added to it. So what does show do? Show is the CSS, right? So here we are making right equal to 0. So when we are making right equal to 0, then it will move, this entire bar will move inside of this particular div, so that it will be visible to our naked eye, so that we can be able to move, toggle from each and every section. That is done here. Next, uh, we can see nav toggle and nav menu. You can see here. Here you can see nav menu, and you can see nav toggle here, IDs. Those IDs are mentioned over there. Next we have remove menu mobile. So whenever you click on the nav link, that is you clicked on any particular link, then you want to move to that particular section and you want that nav bar to be hidden again. So that in the mobile version, so that is given here. First we are creating a constant with nav link, and you can see we are referring to these links. Here I have nav item. Uh, Sorry, here you can see class is equal to nav link. That nav link is referred here. You can see here nav link. So what I'm doing is that I'm creating a function as link action nav menu document.getElement ID. So from the nav menu, this is the nav menu ID given to this UI element, that is entire nav list. So here I'm calling it nav menu dot class list dot remove show. So whenever I'm gonna click on a particular link item, then I will remove show element, that is show class. You can see the show will be removed, right? This is not attached to the particular HTML tag. Then what will happen? Then we'll have the right equal to minus 100. So minus 100 means it will go outside of the box. So it will be invisible to us. That code is done here. Next we have scroll section active link. So this code is for, you can see here. So whenever you move from one section to another section, you can see this one second. You can see here. Whenever you move from one section to another section, you can see here, see the navbar, the link will move from one section to another section automatically. Portfolio, then we will move to the contact. You can see the underlined code. So that JavaScript code is done here. You can see first we are constant section, then we are using section IDs. So for each and every section we have ID. So this is let's go here. Here you can see for the section class we have ID as home. So this ID will be fetched here in the ID section, and we are going to create a constant as scroll active window.scroll. So the window.scroll is nothing but it is a it is Windows element that if you are using Windows, what you say, if your laptop is Windows, then Windows software is running in it. So whenever you scroll, like I'm scrolling right now, then that value of that movement of scroll will be identified, and that scroll down value will be given here, stored here in the scroll down value. So for each current value, what we are doing, we are checking the height, and we are gathering the ID element. So whenever we gather the ID element, that we are at particular section. Let me tell you that I'm in the home section and I have grabbed the ID values home. So here the ID is called section, and here in the ID section we have home as the ID value. So that ID value will be given here, and that particular H reference we are aligning section ID. So automatically for that particular section, whenever we are in the home section right now, so then we will get the underline will be added to that particular home tag. That is done here. Then if the scroll down greater than scroll top and scroll down is less than or equal to scroll top plus scroll height, then we are changing the active link. That is, if you move from bottom to top or top to bottom, the scrolling should take place. You can see here. Now it is moving. It is scroll down, so it is moving from home, about, skills, portfolio, and contact. So if we go back again, also you can see the scroll will come back. You can see that that code is done here. This is how we do it. Then we have scroll reveal animation. I've shown you before also that whenever you refresh the page, let me show you. You can see this animation. So that animation by using the scroll JavaScript library. For that we have to initialize these values. That is constant SR, that is scroll reveal. Origin is top. From the top we want the origin to take place, and we want duration is for 2 seconds. Delay is 200. So this value for scroll reveal, first we'll do, first we will reveal home data, then about image, skills subtitle and skills text. So after a particular delay of amount, we want others to change. So this is how you give very small code. Then after first these will be happening. First home data will scroll down. Then after 400 milliseconds of gap, home image will scroll down. Then home social icons will scroll down after 200 milliseconds. Then we will get that's how you can see. You can see in the scroll effect. First home data will come, then home image, then home social icons. Let me show you that. So now look carefully. So data, image, and scroll icons. Very fast. It is very fast. It is 200 milliseconds. Is very small amount of time. So look carefully. You can see data, image, then we have the social icons. So that is done here. Next we have the dark theme element. So what I'm doing, this for the light and dark mode. So let me explain you. Listen carefully here. First I'm creating theme button as a constant value and get element by ID as theme button. So in the you can see here I have theme button for the RI moonline icon. I have ID as theme button. So that theme button is referred here. Then we have, and I'm also creating another two constant, that is dark theme and icon theme. Icon theme is nothing but RI sunline. You have seen in the dark mode that in place of the moon you can see, and sun icon. That sun icon is placed here, RI sunline. So previously selected topic, if the user has previously selected a theme, that is it is already in the dark mode, it will show in the dark mode. That value is stored in our local storage, that is in your PC, your personal computer, in your laptop. That is in the capture, you can say in the capture, in the cache of the personal computer. So that theme will be fetched from the local storage. You can see here that is given here. Then we want to obtain the current theme. So what we'll do, we'll get contact at body dot classes that contain dark theme, dark or light. We will check. Then get current icon theme button dot classes that contain icon theme. So we will move from moonlight to sunlight. How this will change? So first we'll have the moonlight. You can see in the white section we have the moonlight. At the top we have the moonlight. But in the dark section we will have the sunlight, so that it will indicate that if you click on the sun button you will be moved back to the light version of the website, and if you click on the moon button you will be moved back to the dark version of the website. So that is done here. So if first we are using the selected theme, so what we'll do, for the body element we will add class list as dark, or add or remove. So dark theme will be added or removed by whenever you click on the button, that is moonlink button. So whenever you click on the moonlink button, first it will add the dark theme. You can see in the styles, you can see for the body element we are adding the dark theme. So dark theme, so that theme is added here. And theme button add event listener. So whenever you click on the theme button only it will take place. So add or remove, class is a toggle dark theme, class is a toggle icon theme. So what we are doing is that whenever you click on the moon button, then the theme will be applied, that is dark theme will apply to the body, and these values will change, and the website will come into the dark version. And when you click again, that is in the dark theme we have the light button, that is in the sun button will be there. So when you click on this button, then it will remove the dark theme, you can see here. And we are using the local storage of the PC so that we can be able to know the current theme that is applied to the website. Local storage, so we are also using the local storage of your personal computer. This is the entire code. You can see the website. This is in the dark mode. So let me show you the entire website once again. This is the website. You can see the scroll animation effect, how the scrolling of one section to another section by using the scroll reveal JavaScript library. Then we have the theme change. That is whenever you click on the moon button, you will change the theme of the website. You can see it will come into the dark theme. The scroll reveal effect. Then you can see the border effect on the portfolios. And we can move back to the light mode by clicking on the sun button. So that's all. The source code will be available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. It really takes a lot of efforts to explain the line by line code. Definitely try to visit the channel. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So let's go through each and every section. So this is the home section. You can see the hover effect on the social media icons. You can see the box effect on the button, and you can see the same box effect and how linearly they were aligned. Then you can see the skill section, the scroll bar screen section, you can see, and the box effect around them. Then you can see the hover effect on the portfolio, that is our recent work. Then you can see the form, name, email and your text area for your message. Then this website is also you can see the smooth animation scrolling effect by using the scroll reveal JavaScript library. We have done this, and this website is also available in dark mode. Let me show you that. Right now we are in the dark mode. You can see the smooth animation. You can see the rectangular box which is not visible in the light mode. You can see the smooth transition effect, and this website is responsive, that is, it is available in desktop version, mobile version and even in the tab version. Let me show you that. About this is the mobile, the smooth transition effect. Light and dark. So this entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. We have used remix icons, we have used box icons and scroll reveal JavaScript library to get the best out of it. We have also integrated dark and light mode with very minimal code. Definitely try to build this project. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.